All right, it is time for a CSS battle. Let's start the timer and get going. We have this flower-looking thing. Ugh, okay. um, the the background. So there's two circles here. I don't know how to make those circles repeat and reflect. Repeating's easy, but if you're cutting them, you're cutting them in the same place. So I'm going to do a background of a radial gradient. And this is going to get, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. Radial gradient. It's going to be this darker color. It's going to be 1Q ahead of that. 1Q to set the aspect ratio of the ellipse to equal values. And then it's going to be this color. What is that? 60 pixels? Maybe. Um, can I move it down here? That's too far. 20. Oof, it's going to be finicky today, isn't it? 18. 11. Nope. 9. That looks close-ish. I don't know. So what are we going to do with that? We're going to say gradient is equal to this. And then this is var minus g, need a semicolon. Then we're going to say star. Oh, that's in the wrong place because that's the body. Okay, we'll fix it in a minute. Let's go ahead and say ampersand. Is it not in the right place? I don't know. We'll see. Back to star. We're saying margin 0, 150. There, we're starting to see that thing 0, 0. Okay. What do we see? Um, I think I made the wrong thing a bar, but that's okay. We can fix. Yeah, I made the wrong thing a bar. Let's undo that. Oops, let's undo that. Let's say that this is back here, and then G, which I shouldn't call G anymore, is var minus G, and that G is this. And then let's get rid of that for a moment. Let's make this, and then do that. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to get things perfect to start with. I usually run myself into a loop when I do that. So I should stop doing it. I should just solve the problem and then try to be clever. I'm not doing that. I'm being clever up front, which usually leads me down to disaster. All right, let's put it back to star. And I don't know if I can quit being clever at this point. Margin 0. 1, no, 200. 0, 0. Okay, there's the thing. And I want. Now I know what I'm doing. Minus G to be. First is going to be 50 pixels. Other one's going to be 9 pixels. I'm getting some repeat. What if there's more margin? There can be margin on this side too. What if that's 100? Okay. 80, 90, 140. But I can add more margin. Oh, I understand. I'm getting repeat because I've added more margin. What if this is minus 200? Let's put this back to 0. Okay. Now let's make it 200. I'm going to put an outline on this so I can see what I'm doing. Outline 1 pixel solid. There it is. The margin is in actually the right place. I just need to move this a little bit. 180. There it looks like it's in the place where I want it. Okay. Now, the other element. Uh, the other element I'm going to use just as a p tag. And right now, it is somewhere. I don't know where. Adding 50. It looks like I can see just the edge of it right over there. If I load my extension, you can actually use it and it will show you where the thing is, which is pretty handy. All right, let's say margin 0. There is the thing. Oh, padding. Okay, again, padding. That's why it has some pullness. Uh, it's going to end up rotated, but I don't know if I want to rotate it from the start. Minus 50, 0. Ooh, 0 moves that down. 10, 50. Don't really want to push that over like that. Let's say 20. Um, all right. I need it to have less padding, 40. And I'm trying to reuse the background. The trick is I need to get the size right if I want to do that. The other way I could set width. I don't know where it is. Is it 40? Height 40. It's not on screen. It's probably over here somewhere. Padding. Let's go back to what I 40. There's the thing. Okay. I need to bring, oh, that one that way. This one I need to bring the other way. To, we're getting close to 80, 300. Okay, that's getting somewhat close. It needs to come down 50. That's pushing the other thing down. Why is it pushing it down? Can I pull it up? Nope, that pushes it the other way. Okay, that seems to work. I don't know why. I need the margin in the sides a little more, 360. Maybe this is 60. Nope, maybe this is 30, 20. Now we're not margining in anymore. That's because I think that padding is holding us off. Let's make padding less. And now we can margin in some more. 80. That's too small. That's too small. 25. And then this needs to be minus 20. Did I go the wrong way? That's not down far enough. Say that's 70. So this needs to be 70. Now the dreaded rotate 45 degrees. And let's move it down some more. 90. and 90. It's too far, and I'm getting a repeat on the circle. Maybe I can just fit it in. 80, 80. What is that? That's not down far enough. Is it not down far enough before? Evidently not. Okay, now where are we? We're down just a little too far, so this is 95. We'll have to see if we can fix that. Yeah, we can fix that. We have this control, right? Uh, that's 0. What if we give some margin there? There, that's working-ish. Make this back to 9, 20. Maybe that doesn't need to be 9. That's okay. What if it's 0? It's not quite right, but we're getting close. Let's turn on this whole thing. Let's move it all the way. That's close in there somewhere. All right, now we need to get rid of the outline and box shadow this. Box shadow 0, 0, 0, 10 pixels, light color 20 pixels, 25. Oh noes. Uh, can I move it 10 pixels up? That's 45 degrees. That's probably not a match. I see a lot of lines. Yeah, not quite a match. 99.9. All right. Uh, this is my concept. I'm at, I don't know, 13 minutes. The rest of this is going to be pixel pushing. Uh, I don't know. I didn't immediately think of a better way to do this than what I have. So this is the direction I've taken. Feel free to drop now. I'm just messing with pixels. I'll put in the description whether I got something correct. If you're dropping now, thanks for watching. I'm going to go back into increment mode and turn on the diff. And if you haven't played with this before, it's kind of cool. You can highlight any one of these and then use either. These are some settings up here. What increment are you incrementing by? And then you can use. Geez, presto. I don't know what those do yet. Increase increment, decrease increment. Oh, I don't know what those do. Anyway, oh, those move. I get it now. Those move. No, I don't get it now. I lied. Anyway, I'm going to put it on 1, and then you can use either plus, yeah, plus or colon to change the number, although it doesn't seem to be updating. I don't know, I'm doing something stupid. Anyway, it's equal or colon, I think. So one of them you have to hold shift for, the other one you don't. I'm going to submit there. This is just going to be chasing numbers, like I said, minus 25. That one seems to not even matter. So let's play with this one a little bit. That's the closest that I've seen. What about this? That's worse. That's better. These margins. That looked worse. That's a little better. What about this one? That's worse. That one's worse. I kind of left it where it was. I don't think I don't think that one is the problem. I think this one's the problem. But who knows? That one moves a bit of everything. Ooh, there was one in there that looked pretty good. That one? Nope. Eh, that one looks a little better. Come on back in. Yeah, I'm just gonna be here, evidently. All right. I'm gonna end the video there. You see what's going on. I'm chasing pixels. Thanks for watching. See you next time. All right, quick addendum to show you where I ended up. For the horizontal offset for this circle, 19.6 and 9.1 for the vertical. For the offset for this circle, 180.2 and 1.1. And the padding on the box has to be 25.1. If I change any of those, I don't get a match. So no match on that. One would think that there's just something off, right? This is 59. That can't be right. That has to be 60, which makes all of these nice even numbers. That one would round to 20. This one would round to 180. This one would round to 1. Does that work? Of course not. That's close to where I was. I had to, so nope, no match. So have to undo all of that. That should be a match. Uh, so that's where I ended up as far as values. Can probably find some, I don't know, I'll find some stuff to reduce to slightly less than 210, but that's basically my solution for today. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.